What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Elementar Gaming Channel. I am AJ Gills. We are back playing Mirror's Edge Catalyst. For this next little part, I need this quick turn thing. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's take Coil while I'm over here. Alright, we're gonna be taking on this this grid node. Hello, darling. This one looks way more complicated than the last. Right, I'm gonna oh, that's neat. Huh. It didn't take me anywhere. Might have stepped in that. I don't know. There we go. Down and moves up and through. Except there's nowhere to go. Oh, really surprised I made that. Oh. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss that one. Man, like that. Jeez, that like makes my oh. Man, dude, like running in places like this like really freak me out. See, I don't know why I needed that turn back move, because I, didn't use it once. Unless now I need it for this next part. Alright, when I said in my Uncharted 4 series that, you couldn't pay me to do the stuff, to do some of the climbing stuff that Nate does, yeah, this is even more terrifying. Like, I think this game does like a really good job of kind of giving you that kind of like cringing feeling that you have. It's like I think it's because it's done from that first person perspective. It gives you that kind of cringeworthy feeling of when you're like up high like that and climbing on something small, and it's. Oh. What is shift after? What does shift mean? That might be the right trigger, I'm not sure. There we go. Oh, thought I was just a bit short. Once again, I don't know why I had to purchase that skill when I didn't even use it. Whee! Oh, cool, double. Alright, where are we? Okay, I'm gonna show those because those were actually pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Time to head back. Yeah, I think we're back just with main missions, because I don't think there's any side missions anymore. Well, not any, you know what I mean. I don't think there's any more active side missions right now. At any time, if you ever want to see any of the other stuff that I'm not showing in these, be sure to tell me in the comments. Always happy to get any sort of fan request. Although I guess I should also put the disclaimer that I record pretty quickly, You know, I do like I record like 2-3 videos of a game a day, and sometimes if I get in the zone, I might do 4 or 5. You know, it's I don't know. I mean, basically my idea is if it's
Did you help me out, Faith?
pretty much if it's different, you know, like if it's got some sort of a narrative, if it's what is it? If it's narrative, or if it's kind of like those like little puzzles like that, I'll show them. If they aren't, I probably won't. You know, if it's just small collection stuff, or if it's you know, like those dashes, or those time trials, or those, I'm trying to think, those like delivery things, they're really all the same. I mean, you know, they're the same concept. There's not really a narrative to them. You know, there's no great reward. You know what I mean? In that case, I won't show them. But in you know what I mean. I hope you get what I'm. You're smelling what I'm stepping in.
Get your ego out of this, Noah.
What the hell are you even talking about? Nice job on the bobble, by the way. Winning the employees, huh? You're a damn psychopath, Rebecca. You always were.
Let me tell you something. If you ever took a stance on anything, Noah, I might care about your opinion. Contact me when you come to your senses. That is, if it happens before Kruger catches up to you. Faith, you've grown. Barely out of prison and already stirring things up. Your parents would be proud.
They were talking about Elysium. Whatever it was you stole from there.
Who was that?
Rebecca Thane.
The leader of Black November. She knew my parents.
Yeah, we were all part of the same group before. Anyway, Rebecca was always a breed apart. She thinks she can change the world by blowing it up. Faith, she wanted the Omnistat drive. Blueprint on it.
Why not give it to her?
Because in her own way, she's as dangerous as Gabriel Kruger. Reflection's obviously more than the conglomerate will admit, and I have a feeling Rebecca should be kept away from it.
Good, because I was going to offer it to Dogen.
I tell you well, didn't I? Not to take sides.
I do take sides. Our side. See ya.
Faith.
What?
Never mind. I'll see you soon.
See, I can't. There, and see, there he goes, tugging. Oh, cool. Huh. It's the pressing the D-pad. No, it's so weird, you know. It's like he gives scenes like that, and it tugs on my heartstrings a little bit. You know, I kind of see him looking at her as kind of like a daughter. But then there are other scenes that I'm just like, I don't know, like I question his motivation.
Knowing Dogen,
I bet you enjoy that. By Silvan.
Alright. Oh. I should be running this way.
I bet you enjoy running. Sad.
I went the wrong way. What? I pressed the button. If you see a If you see a rat the right size of your car, you're playing the wrong game. What? Like, I feel like that's a joke to something, but I can't figure it out. Like, are they trying to make fun of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that came out with Master Splinter? But that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I mean, that's probably like a weird assumption of mine. I mean, I love TMNT, but, you know, it's... I don't know. If anybody out there knows, post it up in the comments. You know, spread the word. Oh, that was cool. I just tested out that coil maneuver. Try it again.
No need. Let her in. Faith. To think you should humble me with a visit.
I'm sorry, I should have come sooner.
Far be it from me to judge. It's not like you owe me anything.
Look, about that, I've got something to square my debt with.
Don't be crude. I haven't seen you in 2 years and already you're talking about debt. Come. Machines make perfect food. But perfection is boring. It's the imperfections that truly make something unique. And so I like to occasionally introduce a human touch. A little imperfection.
You still have it. I thought...
I'd get rid of it. I almost did. You made me very angry, Faith. One could almost say it's your specialty, considering the extent to which you've recently aggrieved Mr. Kruger. He is out for runner blood. Whatever it is you stole from him must be very valuable.
It's the blueprint for Reflection.
Ah, and you have it with you.
Not right now, but...
Then we will discuss your debt when you do. In the meantime, I believe a show of good faith is in order. Pardon the pun. Anansi have been remiss with their payments. A little human touch should set them straight.
All right, I get it. What do you need?
Go to the Anansi Emporium. I will update you along the way.
Okay.
I left you a little something in the storage room.
That's cool.
It should help you reach the top of Anansi. Handle with care. I have something extra in mind for Anansi. more when you reach the tower?
Yeah. See, I kind of like how these characters feel sort of complex. I'm trying to think the best way to say this because I'm somehow going to play devil's advocate here because I understand.
We have some catching up to do, Faith. Perhaps we can have dinner when we've settled our transaction. Yes, dinner it is. I'll prepare something special.
I got movement. You might need back. Fine. Sure, we have a creature in our AO. We'll pass it.
Thanks. I owe you one.
What was I getting at? I see where all the reviews that were saying the characters are kind of boring. I see that because I think their performances are at times a tad flat.
Extra in mind for Anansi. I'll tell you more when you reach the tower.
And I don't even know why. I mean, like, because I feel like a sort of soft emotion in these characters, but at the same time, I don't. It's really, really tough to explain.
On your feet, Leech. We're taking you in.
Faith.
Jeez, stop. You've said that like 3 times already.
Dinner it is. I'll prepare.
It's one of those, like, I feel like I'm understanding these characters, and I'm...
Little scraping by, I imagine. Like a righteous employee. This is a shared channel, Dogen. I know. So you're sending her on another one of your little errands. She will demonstrate to Anansi what it means to default on one's debts. A suitable task, don't you think? Yeah, very subtle. How about the item we have for you? It should be more than enough. I will investigate the potential value of your proposition. But first things first. Remember, Faith, Dolan looks to himself first. That hurts Noah. And it's also not true.
Already alerted. Might as well. That was awesome. But I mean, it's really hard to describe the vibe I'm getting from these from these characters, because I get this kind of soft emotion from them, which at times really works, and then there are times that it feels very flat. You know, it feels very much like these people are reading lines off a page. Yet at times, these characters seem very lifelike and very believable. And I mean, I also kind of like the complexity that I'm kind of pulling from this. You know, maybe I'm just totally over-assuming, because, you know, it's like I said, I'm getting this sort of... Because it's weird, like, the guy who I think is supposed to be, like, the soft pseudo-father figure in Noah, to me, he's very... I don't know, there's something about him that I just don't trust. Like, he's gonna betray her. But then there's that Dogen guy who we just met, who I get this weird... I'm getting this weird vibe off of, because on, like, one hand, he seems very... Oh, crap. Oh, come on! Son of a bitch. You know, like, on one hand, he seems very angry and unforgiving. It's like a kind of quiet intensity, kind of like in most games or movies, you know, when you're brought in front of the boss of the mob, where he doesn't outright threaten you, but it feels like everything he's saying has some sort of subtext. It's that sort of feeling that I'm getting for him. But I think this game does it. Either it's the way he's written or the way he's delivering it with this kind of quiet intensity that really kind of gives it something extra. And I mean, granted, I mean, like, he's been in this game already for like 2 minutes, so I mean, you know, I could be way off. I don't know how to describe. I don't know how to describe it exactly. But at the same time, like words. But at the same time, I get where a lot of the where a lot of the reviewers were kind of getting that this game is kind of that the characters in this game are kind of boring, because I understand why they get that feeling, because I sort of get that feeling from them. I don't know. Maybe it's also that these characters seem boring because we're not really, because I'm not 100% sure how like a lot of these characters are kind of related.
Control here. She's lost. Abort the search.
I have something extra in mind for Anansi. I'll tell you more when you reach the tower.
Thank you, crazy dude. Alright, here's my theory on why these characters come across as boring. It's because we have this...
Some catching up to do, Faith. Perhaps we can have dinner when we've settled our transaction. Yes,
it's what I like to call
something special.
Assumed history. It's where games do this a lot, where they have this sort of
Still scraping by. Like a righteous employee. This is a shared channel, Dogen. I know. So you're sending her on another one of your little errands. She'll demonstrate to Anansi what it means to default on one's debts. A suitable task, don't you think? It's very subtle. How about the item we have for you? It should be more than enough.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I just got lost in thought there. But to me, this idea of assumed history, it's this idea that games, it's like these characters have these pasts and backstories that have never been fully realized or explained to us. I don't know, and I mean, if you're, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like, and I'm not saying it's like you have to, you know, tell us, you know, like who these characters were as a child or like every step of their lives, but if you're gonna reference it and stuff like that, or make the relationships clear, you know, it's like, what is Noah's relation? What the hell? I thought it wanted me to jump across that. Ugh. You know, it's like, what is Noah's relation to Faith? I mean, you know, because I'm kind of getting this because I believe from everything that I've seen so far that he was a
Have you ever had veal? Most midcast go through their entire lives without ever tasting real meat. Or perhaps you're a vegetarian. I make an exquisite risotto.
I'm trying to...
Duck. I'm expecting a shipment from Cascadia Prime any day now. Oh, and you're not invited, Noah. I'd rather have dinner with Gabriel Kruger.
You know, Noah's kind of like a colleague of her parents, and maybe Dogen was too.
The family certainly spare no expense in promoting it. And yet no one will say what it actually is. Don't you want to become the grid, Dogen? I prefer to access the grid on my terms, Noah. The employees are already grid-linked. I wonder what Reflection will add.
Almost there, Dogen.
Excellent. Go to the top, release the tuned mass damper, and we're good. For now.
The tuned what?
A giant counterweight intended to make the building safe for earthquakes and hurricanes. but not from me. It will be our instrument of destruction.
Does Anansi really deserve this?
Are you having second thoughts, Faith? Anansi's not exactly a force for good. Every day, Locust are dying in the Greyland factories, producing toothpicks and diapers for the Midcast here in the city. Do this for them. It's not for me.
But no, you know, I mean, it's, I don't know, it's just, it's because it's like there's a lot of assumed history, or it's assumed that we know these people's history together and their relation, you know, I mean, if you want, it's, how to put it, it's, you know, it's like with Uncharted, for instance, you know, I love Uncharted, they don't really have this assumed history of, here's, you know, it's like we never knew about, or at least I don't think we ever knew about, Nate's brother. Alright. We never knew about him until the 4th game. But it was explained clear up, this is his brother, and this is why we've never heard of him. You know, I mean, because they explained it, it makes sense. It didn't feel like a loose end. It, you know, it felt like there was a reason for it. Here, it's, well, what happened to Nate? What were Faith's parents? What's that weird tattoo-looking thing? What's, you know, what exactly is her past with Dogen, Noah, and the Kruger guy? You know, what's this, that, and the other thing? You know, it's just that that's what this game's not doing a great job of explaining. And it leaves me confused, and maybe I'm supposed to be confused at this point, and maybe we'll get more flashbacks. I'm not a huge fan of that storytelling method, but who knows? Again, I'm gonna keep using Uncharted as a example. You know, like I like the way, you know, the way they did their, you know, they kind of started in the middle with their tutorial. Then jump back to the past, and then, you know, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like we started in the middle and we're there for about an hour, and then jumped back in time. We were there for maybe 15 minutes, and I like that. That's fine. Oh crap! Oh, I don't know. Again, I sound like I'm hating on this game, and I'm not. I mean, so far I think it's still pretty good.
Damage.
You're guessing right.
And what about the employees here?
What about them?
Just what I thought. I'm getting them out, Dogen. The fire alarm should do it.
Whatever. If you ask them nicely, I'm sure they'll leave obediently.
Jeez, well there's my rant on video games and whatnot. I don't know. And also, you know, I can't came to a realization, because, you know, it's like last night I was playing Witcher 3. You know, like I love The Witcher. You know, I love that franchise. It's kind of funny because I'm sitting here, you know, God damn it. Jeez. Because right there, if you read the bottom of the screen, to learn how Faith ended up in juvie, check out Mirror's Edge Exordium comic. Like, right there, I'm like, what's up with these? To get this explanation of stuff, you have to refine the comics, and you have to do this, and you have to, you know, like, Uncharted had comics. Do you need it to understand the games? No. Again, AC, or Assassin's Creed, has comics. Do you need it to understand the game? No. The overall canon? Yeah, probably. But,
you'd find the Malice twins.
But even then, you don't need it to understand everything.
And should hear back within a few days. I look forward to putting this unfortunate episode behind us.
Some stuff, especially some of the stuff in AC3, yeah. But not everything.
It's worth exactly nothing until 1, I get it, and 2, I sell it.
Right, Noah. I'm enjoying myself. And the employees are all clear of the building now.
If anything happens to her, Dogen, you'll go berserk, I'm sure. We've had this discussion once already.
What discussion? When?
No, I didn't tell you. 2 years ago, he came here after you were taken. Made quite an impression.
No, you didn't tell me.
Runners look after their own.
Whoa. That was pretty cool. But I mean, kind of going to The Witcher, you know, it's kind of funny because, you know...
Where's the damper tuner thing?
It should be right in front of you.
That? Why didn't you just say that it's a crazy huge pendulum?
Because things should be called by their proper names. Now, you need to dislodge it. There should be 3 support clamps for you to deactivate.
But no, I mean, like, the thing with The Witcher is, you know, they have all the book series that, you know, went on before the game, and I guess a lot of people would kind of look at me and go, well, then why don't you have a problem with the Witcher book series and the Witcher games having some, I guess, assumed history? I'm like, yeah, the only reason I'm gonna say the Witcher series is immune from this is because the Witcher franchise it's not, the book series isn't made to go alongside of the games, because the books came first. The books were made, I mean, a lot of people are like, well, then why have I never heard of them until the video game? And I'm like, well, because they were Polish. Well, they are Polish. And if you can, I definitely suggest go get some of the books and read them, because they're very, very good fiction. And they're all the backstory of everything that happened leading up to the first Witcher game. So, I mean, it's one of those that I will sit and go, yeah, it's assumed history that, the books have assumed history, kind of going, well, you should have read the books and not just played the games. Well, the games have to have this kind of assumed history because they are based off of this very wide, complicated fiction. So, I'm willing to give The Witcher a pass, and maybe, again, I'm biased because I love The Witcher. I love both the books and the games. At least, I'm willing to say, yeah, I probably have a little bit of a bias there. So. Supposed to climb this?
it recovers from that. If ever. Good you got the employees out, Faith. She obviously cares for others, Noah. A charming character flaw we both share. Occasionally. Faith, enjoy the view, but don't stick around. That Kruger Sec are sending people to investigate this little accident as we speak.
Whoa. Man. Really? This entire place is shaking like that and you're gonna take an elevator? That... okay. Oh, come on. I did the little wall run thing. Ugh. I mean, you see, sometimes that bugs me a little bit. With this game is that it's not always the most responsive.
I'll let you know about the blueprint. And then, maybe, we can also discuss your potential procurement of that drawing. Faith, Icarus has gone missing and I can't reach him on the beat.
Why is this my problem?
Do I really have to explain that to you?
No. Sorry.
Good. I'm sending you his last known location. Please go and see what you can find.
Alright guys, we'll do that in the next mission. But I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you're having fun. You know, because that's why I do this. Do it for you. Do it for your enjoyment. Do it for your pleasantries and whatnot.
Be so inclined. There is a delivery pickup available near your current position.
That's not creepy. So guys, if you're enjoying this, please hit me up down in the comments. Tell me you're enjoying it. Tell me what exactly you're liking, what you're not liking. What I can do to make you guys enjoy it more, or tell me who you're from, or tell me who you are, where you're from, what you do for a living, how old you are, all that stuff. Always happy to hear from you guys. Other than that, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the videos, you want to help support the channel. You know, you want to stay up to date on everything that's coming out soon. Other than that, guys, I think that's all I got for you this time. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, my website down in the description below. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm AJ Gales. This is the Umph Hour Gaming Channel. I'm out.